Hey everybody, welcome back to the couch. My name is Melissa and this is Couch Mom Club. Today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why doctors recommend that you delay your newborn's bath. So y'all remember a couple of months back when Ashton, Kutcher and Mila Kunis decided that they wanted to go public with the fact that they don't bathe their kids and they don't wash themselves. It was a whole thing, and I even put up on my story a little poll: how many people are team Ashton Kutcher and how many people bathe every day? Now, as a grown woman, I like to think that we are bathing every day, but there are some benefits to delaying your newborn's bath. And in fact, we delayed our newborn's bath. Our hospital does practice this now, and it was a shocker to me, because at first I just didn't know what they were talking about, but then I came to realize after I did a little research. So here's a little bit of a story time for you. When I had my son back in 2018, I was really anticipating the first bath. I was just like, okay, when are we gonna do this? I just thought it was one of those milestones that you kind of wanted to do in the hospital. I didn't feel that I needed to be taught how to do it, but just the experience of watching the nurses bathe the baby and just being there, I love taking pictures at that moment, and I was really waiting for it, and it just didn't happen. When I asked about it, the nurses were like, yeah, we stopped doing that because it's not best practice, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, maybe you're short staffed and you just don't want to do it. So I even asked some of my friends who have recently had babies at that time, and I did a little bit of research to find out, is this a real thing? Are we really not bathing the babies? I was kind of miffed about it because 1, I wanted the experience, and 2, the baby still had the cheesy coating, which I later found out was the vernix. Yeah, that stuff is really good. I'm gonna tell you about that in just a little bit. But I was kind of annoyed. I was like, okay, well, why am I bringing home a dirty baby? Let's bathe this child. But it turns out that delaying the first bath for at least 24 to 48 hours is beneficial for your newborn, and I'm gonna give you 5 reasons why. So the first reason why delaying the bath is beneficial for your newborn, it helps to protect the newborn against certain infections. So as I mentioned before, your baby is born with a nice gooey, cheesy kind of coating. It's called the vernix. This vernix is like a barrier from your baby to the germs that are all out in the world. Let's face it, what's happening in the womb, your baby is well protected, incubated, safe, warm, and cuddly inside of mommy's womb. As soon as the baby is birthed, there are a bunch of different bacteria, germs, all kinds of things that are threatening your baby's health right from the moment they are born. That coat of vernix is going to protect your baby from getting sick. To wash that off right away would be a great injustice to your baby. It helps to regulate and stabilize the baby's blood sugar, which I was just like mind blown. I didn't even know. Of course, when your baby is born, they are attached to the placenta, which is a huge source of blood sugar. As soon as that umbilical cord is cut, your baby is separated from the placenta, and therefore that source of blood sugar is no longer there. When you are delaying the bath, you are allowing your baby a little bit of extra time to just regulate their blood sugars on their own. Giving them a bath right away will delay this process and cause issues for them later on. The third reason to delay the newborn bath is to help to regulate temperature control. Normally, a mom's womb is about 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, and usually a baby is birthed in a room that is about 70 degrees. This is a huge difference between the womb and the world. So you definitely want to delay the bath so that the cold water and the frightening temperatures might not startle your baby and cause other issues to occur. For example, when the baby gets too cold, the blood sugars can drop. We want to be doing everything we can to help baby to regulate their blood sugars. All right, the 4th reason is my favorite reason. It helps to promote the infant and mother bond. When you are doing skin to skin in the first moments after your baby is born, that is going to benefit your baby immensely. It helps with so many things. I'll give you an example. When my daughters were born, both Noelle and Adelaide, they were both born a little bit stuffy. They had a sinus and congestion issue. Now, if you remember when I talked about pregnancy congestion, I will link that video right here. I was suffering from congestion, and I don't know if that gets passed down, but both of my daughters, they were born with a little bit of a stuffy nose. Using that skin to skin method in the first few moments after they were born helped to regulate this issue, and they went home without stuffy noses. The last reason why it is beneficial to delay the newborn bath is because it helps to improve breastfeeding. That initial latch is something that every new mom wants to just have it go right. They want it to be perfect. They want baby to be fed and warm and just doing what they're supposed to do right away. I know that it's not always that easy, but delaying the bath can help to improve your chances of your baby having a good latch. All of the reasons why I mentioned before, this fifth reason help to improve the latch of the baby, and that is why it's beneficial to delay the first bath. Now, of course, you don't want to go too far and never bathe your baby. You hear that, Ashton Kutcher? You don't want to wait till you smell them in order to give them a bath. You do want to cleanse your baby. Sometimes you can do a sponge method, and other times you can do a full-on immersion in the water. Bathing your baby is super, super important. However, within the first 24 to 48 hours, other things can take precedence to that first bath. And of course, when you take your baby home from the hospital, that is your opportunity to really get to know your baby and bond and have an even more special first bath experience. So if your hospital doesn't practice this, where they're delaying the first bath, you can ask for it as a preference, or if they do practice it and you really, really want that baby to be bathed, you can ask for that as well. Your medical team is going to do what is best for you, as well as follow your preferences as much as possible. So if they're not practicing delaying the first bath, maybe you can request it if that's something that you really, really want to see happen. So in another video, I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks about how to bathe your newborn. And I'm going to provide a list of a few essentials that you might need during that process to help it go smooth and to help it be the experience that you always wanted it to be. But you have to stay connected for that, and I'm going to tell you how. Until next time, here are some cool Couch Mom Club videos for you to enjoy, and don't forget to join the club. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you never miss an upload. Follow me on all your favorite social media accounts, and don't forget to check out the merch. The links will be in the description right below that like button. And now it's time to get off the couch and into life.